أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, we are on Babu Marfu'at al-Asma. We are now going to talk about places where nouns are marfu'. That is what we mean by Marfu'at al-Asma, or nouns that are marfu', basically nouns that are in the nominative case. Now, when we say this, we are not necessarily looking at the noun itself, because you can have a noun standing alone and it will be dhamma, like al-waladu. I just say al-waladu alone and it has dhamma. This isn't marfu', it just has dhamma. When we say marfu', we mean the condition of the word in the sentence standing in the position of marfu'. That is what our attention should go to. When we say marfu', we are not looking at a raw dhamma and then we say, oh, this noun is marfu'. So when you see a noun standing alone and it has dhamma and you say the noun is marfu', you might be asked, why is it marfu'? What is causing it to be marfu'? So it is not grammatically right to say that such a noun is marfu'. So when we say Babu Marfu'at al-Asma, in this category, in this lesson, we are looking at places or conditions when a noun finds itself in, it must be marfu'. Whether it is mamnu min as-sarf, whether it is mabni, whether it is whatever, its condition should be marfu'. Its case should be marfu'. Okay, let's get into the lesson and all this will be clear, inshallah. It says in the text of AL-AJRUMIYYA Swad, An-Nas yani, Babu Marfu'at al-Asma, the chapter of nouns that are nominative, مرفوعات. It says هذا من باب إضافة الشيء إلى جنسه يعني المرفوعات من الأسماء. He's saying that مرفوعات الأسماء, he has taken a part of something and made a possessive case or a possessive sentence or a possessive phrase, better said, ay mudaf or mudaf ilay, with its whole. Like you take a subset of something and you take the whole set and you put them together. So he's saying that haza min babi idafati shay ila jinsihi, ay attaching something to its species, attaching something to its whole. So if I say this is the lion of animals, the lion of animals. Lion is an animal is the group name. So I have attached lion to its family, something like that. So marfu'at, so he says that yani, meaning al-marfu'at min al-asma. Al-marfu'at themselves are nouns. When we say marfu'at, we mean nouns. So he says al-marfu'at min al-asma. What he's saying here, what the topic means is that Babu al-marfu'ati min al-asma. Okay, so that is what the sentence actually means. Al-marfu'at min al-asma. Nouns that are nominative among the whole nouns. So we have a lot of nouns. We have plenty nouns, and not all of them are marfu'at. So we are taking the marfu'at among nouns. So that is the topic. So he making it marfu'at al-asma. If you are going to take the meaning from marfu'at al-asma, it's a bit complicated. That is why Sheikh here has separated it for us. He means that in Loga we have that, what we call babu idafati shay ila jinsihi. And he explains it to us that in that case it means al-marfu'at min al-asma. Just like I said, the lion of animals. It is the lion among animals, something like that. Okay, not really, but you might just meet a construction like this and you should know that it is idafati shay ila jinsihi, so you can separate it and make it al-asadu min al-hayawan, something like that. Al-marfu'at min al-asma. Okay, he says the marfu'at wa hiya sab'atu. The marfu'at, there are 7. Wa hiya sab'atun, there are 7. How did we know there are 7? Again, the normal thing he has been telling us, للتتبع والاستقراء, due to reading and following the species of the Arabs. We learned that there are 7. لأن علماء اللغة العربية اجتهدوا اجتهادا عظيما. The scholars of Arabic language made a great effort. ومشوا في البراري والفيافي, and they walked through lands and seas. وفي كل مكان يتتبعون الأعرابي, and in any place they will be following one pure Arab. When we say Arabi, we mean the pure Arab, the desert Arab, the village Arab. So they will be following such a person, من أهل العرب, among the people of the Arabs, ليأخذوا عنه مسألة من مسائل اللغة, just so to get just one phenomenon among the phenomena, just to get one phenomenon among the phenomena of Arabic language. They will just be following a person to confirm, is this word pronounced kirishun or kerishun? They can follow one person in the deep desert just to confirm the pronunciation of a word, so that they can record it and save the purity of the language for later generation. That happened a lot. Okay, so it says, تتبعوا المرفوعات من الأسماء, they counted and followed carefully the nouns that are marfu. So you see that here you wouldn't say مرفوعات الأسماء again. You will now be opening it up, المرفوعات من الأسماء. So they followed the nouns that are marfu among the generality of nouns. فوجدوا أنها لا تخرج عن 7 أشياء فقط. And then they realized that the nouns that are marfu in Arabic language are just 7 and nothing else. Okay, and these 7 are al-marfu'atu sab'atun. They are 7. وهي, and they are al-fa'ilu wal-maf'ulu alladhi lam yusamma fa'iluhu. Now these are supposed to be memorized. You should know that the marfu'at are 7, and that you should know the fa'il. And then al-maf'ulu alladhi lam yusamma fa'iluhu, it is the same as na'ibul fa'il. So you should know that when we say al-maf'ulu alladhi lam yusamma fa'iluhu, we are referring to na'ibul fa'il, because na'ibul fa'il, the fa'il is not mentioned. A school of thought would like to call it al-maf'ulu alladhi lam yusamma fa'iluhu, and another school of thought would like to call it na'ibul fa'il. Okay, so we have al-fa'ilu, al-maf'ulu alladhi lam yusamma fa'iluhu, and then we have al-mubtada, and then we have khabar, al-mubtada'u wa khabaruhu, mubtada and its predicate. Wasmu kana wa akhawatiha, and the noun that comes after kana, like wa kana Allahu, it is also marfu. Nouns that come after kana, they are called ismu kana. Wa khabaru inna wa akhawatiha, and the predicate or the khabar of inna and its sisters. You come to know kana and its sisters. Kana, asbaha, bata, manfakka, adha, all those are called akhwat kana. And we have inna, anna, lakinna, layta, la'alla, they are also akhwat inna. Okay, so any noun that comes after kana is called ismu kana, and it is marfu. And any noun that comes as the khabar of inna, so we say inna allaha gafurun. So the gafurun here is marfu. Okay. وَالتَّابِعُ لِلْمَرْفُوعِ. التَّابِعُ لِلْمَرْفُوعِ means a noun that falls under that which is marfu. So you have something like ja al-waladu, and you want to give it an adjective. So you say ja al-waladu at-tawilu. Now al-waladu is marfu because it is fa'il. At-tawilu, that is coming as an adjective, is marfu also because of what? Because it is tabi'un lil marfu, which is the fa'il, because it is following a noun which is marfu. It comes as an adjective to a noun which is marfu. And the tawabi', we can have sifa, badal, and the likes, which we will come to open them up clearly, inshallah, a bit soon. And then it says that tawabi' are وَهُوَ أَرْبَعَةُ أَشْيَاء النَّعْتُ والعطف والتوكيد والبدل. النعت is صفة, adjective. العطف, like I say, جاء الولد والبنت. البنت here is مرفوع due to عطف. It is معطوف على الولد, so it is also مرفوع. Then we have التوكيد, that which comes for emphasis. Like I say, جاء الولد الولد. I repeat it for emphasis sake. You get it? Like if I say خلقه الله الله, I repeat the second to emphasize it. I توكيد لفظي. I repeat it to emphasize the first one. The repetition, which is the توكيد, should come also as مرفوع. And al-badal, like if a noun that comes to replace, that can fully replace another. Badal actually means a substitute. So if I say جاء هذا الولد, there's a boy in front of me and I tell you جاء هذا الولد. Al-waladu that comes after haza is badal. It can replace the haza. I can say جاء الولد, the boy is before us, and I tell you جاء الولد, it suffices. If I tell you جاء هذا, it suffices. Now جاء هذا, haza is fa'il. Al-waladu is also badal. جاء هذا الولد. جاء فعل ماضي. هذا fa'il. And then al-waladu becomes the badal to the haza. It's a substitute to it. So it also takes what? Dhamma. It's also marfu. Okay. So he says, وَتَفْسِيلُهَا عَلَى النَّحْوِ التَّالِي. He's coming to open it all up for us, inshallah. So what we are supposed to take here is that when we say مرفوعات الأسماء, what we mean is that المرفوعات من الأسماء. المرفوعات من الأسماء. Okay. And he says, he explained a lot, and then he has given us the list of the marfu'at, which we are supposed to memorize if we can. We are supposed to actually know them very well, so that whenever you see a fa'il, you are able to identify. So we have al-fa'ilu wa na'ibul fa'il. Na'ibul fa'il is more popular than al-maf'ulu alladhi lam yusamma fa'ilu. It's a whole sentence. So why not na'ibul fa'il? Na'ibul fa'il, like that which comes to replace the fa'il. So if I have something like ضرب الأب ولده, ضرب الأب الولد, or let's say ضرب الأستاذ الولد. Okay, now ضرب فعل ماضي, الأستاذ is fa'il, الولد is مفعول به. Now الولد we all know is مفعول به. So if I make the ضرب passive voice, majhul, if I make it duriba, and I say duriba, I can't say duriba al-ustazu al-walada. I can't put it like that. I will have to take the ustaz out. I will take the file out, and I will say duriba al-waladu. Now the walad that was before maf'ulun bihi is now taking the marfu', and it is not fa'il, but then it is what? Na'ibul fa'il. It has come to replace the fa'il ustaz, which was taken off, and it is taking the dhamma, but it is still not the doer of the action. It is still not the fa'il. So some would like to call it by its original name, al-maf'ul, and then they will indicate why it is taking dhamma now and not fatha, and they will say alladhi lam yusamma fa'iluhu. Its fa'il has not been mentioned. But then simply said, why not we adopt the name Na'ibul Fa'il? Because we sail towards simplicity and not making things complex on ourselves. But it is better that we understand though. So we have Fa'il, Na'ibul Fa'il, Mubtada, wal Khabar, Ismu Kana, Khabar Inna wa akhwatiha. You have At-Tawabi' or At-Tabi' lil Marfu'. And the tawabi are now 4. So they come to add to the 3 we already have. An-na'at, wal-atf, wal-tawqid, wal-badal. So we have fa'il 1, 2 is na'ibul fa'il, 3 is al-mubtada wal-khabar. And then we have ismu kana wa akhwatuha. Then we have خبر إن وأخواتها, and then التابع للمرفوع. So we have 7 in all. And then the tawabi also are 4 in this case. Okay. So when they say there are 7, the tawabi are 4 on its own. Okay. Inshallah, we open the topic up. We start with the fa'il. We start explaining the fa'il in our next lesson. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. آمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون.